Here we can talk about one of the most wonderful snakes. Take a look. This is a snake with such an atypical nose that you could hardly imagine. It has many names, but the most famous of them are Vietnamese long-nosed snake and green rhinoceros rat snake. Even in Latin, the names have changed over time. Until recently it was known as Rhynchophis boulengeri, but nowadays it is called Goniazoma boulengeri in honor of George Albert Boulanger, a famous French-British biologist of the late 19th and early 20th centuries who described hundreds of species of animals and plants. Green rhinoceros rat snake was first discovered in mountain forests of northern Vietnam at the end of the 19th century. By the 1950s, there were only 4 or 5 reports of encounters with the snake, so it is not surprising that at some point it began to be considered extinct. However, fortunately, Vietnamese and Russian herpetologists discovered a small population of them in the jungles of Vietnam, and the species was revived in laboratory conditions. Thanks to this work, the green rhinoceros rat snake is no longer endangered. The main question that usually arises first is, what is this nose for? There have been 2 assumptions. Firstly, the snake uses it as bait to catch prey, such as birds or frogs. Secondly, it somehow helps in snake wedding ceremonies. But none of them have been confirmed. In fact, this is a water disturbance sensor that the snake uses while underwater and sticking only the tip of its nose to the surface. If, for example, a frog dives at a very close distance, then this sensor determines the place of the jump into the water based on the waves that have arisen, and then a sudden rush towards the frog follows.